Hey, what is up, everybody? Risen Guy here, aka Adam, aka whatever you call me. Just please be nice. Coming back at you with another session. It's a session 7 in the Strife of Aradiel. And I can already see we got some folks coming through. J Jock Original. I think that's our own player Jasper here. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. That all goes back into the pot there. And hey, Mr. Jericho, what is up? I don't have shout outs set up on here, but that is the homie right there. Anybody go check him out. He does some really awesome streams, a lot of indie stuff. He does like variety stream with different games. Like, I've known this guy for like 20 years. Coolest guy in the world. Appreciate you coming through, man. Yeah, we're gonna get right on into everything. Just so you know, if you're not already, follow us here. We have some really fun games. You can check me out over on TikTok, where I try to my very best, though I often fail at that because, you know, I got a family and I'm busy. But I post D&D tips and stuff over there over on TikTok. Check me out. Instagram is just my personal stuff, and then of course you can always catch me here. I do other things, but my brain doesn't want to let me know what those are right now, so we're just gonna bring in the players. And what is up, everybody? Look at this. Make sure all the screens are right up. See, give me 1 second, y'all, because we've been moving around so much.
Be a bit missing.
Natural 20 on stealth, thank you.
Yes, all right. Where's the damn? All right,
I see
y'all.
my arm.
Wait, other side, other side.
Other side, this side.
Uh-oh.
There it is.
Oh no. My brain is not
Oh no.
putting the pieces together. Where am I missing? There's the all right.
Ragnar, high five.
There's the right space.
That's right.
Ah, there it goes. I found you. All right, it's gonna look really weird for a second, y'all. I gotta find the right part.
I think our hands were going like opposite timing
Uh-oh.
too.
This is my nightmare. Oh, we gotta find the right spot. Hold on, where are you at on the screen there?
I'm on the other side of
You're on
Ragnar.
the other side.
Yeah.
All right.
I got
There
all
he
the
goes.
power.
There he goes.
Double Ragnar.
Power has doubled, as you would say.
All right.
I thought that was a DM only thing.
Sometimes I like to let you mortals know what it's like here in the clouds.
That's your alternate ego right there, Ragnar.
Yeah, right. All right. We did the thing, y'all. We did it. Get advancement on the next stealth, yeah, right? All right. So, where are all my fun buttons here for the fun stuff happenings?
Fun stuff for the DM means not fun stuff for us.
Oh, come on. Your fun is my fun. That's where I get my true power from, is from everyone's enjoyment. Giggity.
And by funny means our pain.
I was gonna say, does that mean we're getting a TPK today?
Yeah, I'm basically Pinhead, right? I'm a Cinnabine. I can't distinct the difference between pleasure and pain. It seems the same to me. But so catching up on last session, you guys made your way deeper onto this island that you had found yourself on. This island that made no sense out here. Had some mishaps, losing couple of friends actually back to back. Ira disappearing and then reappearing, having gone through something traumatic, and then Torin seemingly having just taken off some point in the night, but still you had to push onward. Eventually found the priest, who, after pretty hectic fight there, managed to arise victorious. Now, once you did defeat him, the island itself began to move, crumbling around you as it seemed to be getting lower, the sky getting higher and rising more and more as you all made your run from there. Eventually, as you did finally reach the shore, very, very closely missing making it to your boat, before you saw this massive creature that appeared to be the island itself rise up and then submerge back into the water there. Now, well, you all already made your way out of there more or less unscathed. Torin, let's rewind things a little bit here. Let's bring things so Torin, that night, as the group had kind of settled in and tried to, gather themselves, make their plan for the next move, and, maybe patch some wounds, rest a little bit, you had found something in the ring seeming to whisper to you, not exactly in words, but in these strange sensations like memories. Like a puzzle box unlocking behind your eyes. Then a voice, old and composed, said, "I know why they hunt you. I know what you were meant to find." It introduces itself not by name, but by affiliation. A dead cleric of Calem, a former seer of the Silent Shadow, lost during an expedition long erased from the archives. They bound their consciousness to this ring to protect a secret. They erased me to protect their order, but my mind endured, and now you wear the key. And so it offered you a deal. Help complete the final steps of its mission, and it'll give you what you need, a way to buy your freedom. Proof, leverage, or power that could end their hunt and expose what truly led to your fall from their ranks. So from there, you walked beyond the camp, past these half-sunken ruins. You didn't know exactly what you were searching for, only that you would know it when you saw it. Now, from there, you pushed onward, eventually reaching a distant cliffside. No way from there but up. So up you did climb. Can you go ahead and give me an athletics check?
Yeah, I'll finish writing this. All right, first roll of the day.
Athletics, you said?
Athletics.
Starting off hot, 12.
12. So, the climb itself was certainly a grueling one. Not simply because of the difficulty of it. Many sections you would find more muck than rock. Pieces that would slip and fall away. But onward you did push. Now, eventually, you find yourself at the peak. Climbing over a section here, you can see off to your side there long since worn down and crumbled away steps that look like they might have once wound down some path that no longer exists. See off ahead of you, carved into really just the kind of a tall wall, the side of it carved in a half-collapsed statue. Beneath layers of muck and root, find the floor off ahead of it packed over, but not quite solid. The ring pushes you forward as you beat through, pounded in, finally caving in a little section, finding a compartment there. Inside, wrapped in wax cloth, you find it. A leather-bound journal. Too intact to be here, but yet here it is. Somehow protected by time or something older than itself. As you flip it open, and at first, nothing really makes sense. Just symbols, faded ink, obscure notations. But then, as you held the ring near it, the markings realign, shifting to form legible script. It reads like a puzzle and a confession. The book itself is a record of Caleb's walk among mortals. Wisdom hidden in metaphor, but unmistakable in meaning. One passage speaks of the vault of forbidden knowledge, a concealed sanctum erased from maps and minds, a place that the silent shadows once sought and then willfully forgot. Written at the top of the page there, I left behind not power, but understanding. What is seen cannot be unseen, even by the gods. From there, with the book in hand, the book itself, it's all leather bound. On the front of it, you can see the symbol of Caleb, that eye with the key for a pupil, but the key itself is not simply pressed in like the rest of it. It actually has a metal key that fits right inside of there. It's about halfway as you're making your way back down the cliffside that you feel the whole world start to rumble. Rocks start giving way, things start sliding about. Pretty soon you find yourself in falling as much as you are climbing. Give me a dexterity save.
Okay. 23.
23. So with that, as you're making your way down there, eventually it all starts just coming undone out of nowhere. It was nothing more than a simple shock or quake here or there, was suddenly just outright pandemonium. Rocks splitting all about. You grab onto one section, it splits into two and leaves you dropping. It's only by your own skill, your own training, that you're able to grab. This is, if anybody's ever seen the old school, the old Phil Collins Tarzan movie, he is basically X-gaming his way down these rocks as best he can, and the occasional stumble before he gets himself onto a flat surface before he can get back moving over. He's moving quickly now because everything is just absolutely collapsing. Finally, you make the bottom of this steep cliff, and all you can do is go to full run. Time passes, things are opening up, the ground itself is dropping and rising. If you've ever been in an actual earthquake before, one of the twisty ones, the windy ones, where it's less like shaking, it's more like standing on top of water as everything just shifts about under your foot there, like standing on jello. You just dig in as deep as you can, pushing through it. Now, from where you had journeyed offwards, it put you much further up shore from where the group was heading. You have no signs of them, but thankfully, you do see something else. The boat left behind by the priest. At this point, all you can do is get to pushing as quickly as you can, leaping in just as the water starts to lift up and the ground lowers behind you, starts to pull you back. You paddle as best you can until finally seeing that creature twist up and drop back into the water, sinking deep into the depths of the lake. The fog that's been sitting on the water for so long all starts to pull in and spiral until it goes following that creature down like a drain. And the water's finally calm again. You can see clearly opposite sides of the lake, where you can see each other. Floating out there, Torin in his boat, the rest of you in your own, everyone having just survived a rather daring experience. And now that we got you looped back in there and everyone's all caught up, let's loop it back in. All right, everybody. How's it going? What are you doing, group?
Oh man, Torin's already back to haunt us. I knew it. The island ate him.
Look, he said one of us. I was all in. All right.
You fine? How did you manage to skip that? I mean, where did you went? I mean, I was hoping you didn't drown.
We're still on the boats, like we're together, or like.
So at this point, you guys are kind of drifting towards each other on the boats there. You're off in your own. They're in the other one there. You know, what's left of each other and stuff like that. And so, yeah, whatever you guys want to do from there. If you want to switch over to one boat and row back, or however you'd like to proceed.
Let's get back to land. We can talk a little bit more. I don't like this one anymore.
I am all in favor of getting away from this spot.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of water, you know.
So, with that, as you all start rowing your way back to the shores of Stillmere, when you arrive, you can see the villagers, all of them, packed on the shores there, though not standing. Pieces of them lie here or there, all of them looking as if split open like a banana, some half-formed creature hanging out of their remains. It almost looks like if you've ever seen rows of beached whales. It's smaller and all gathered up.
Risen.
Risen, sorry to
is-
interrupt. The stream is a bit broken.
Uh-oh. What did the stream do?
Ragnar's missing from the stream again.
Oh,
hey.
because I switched things.
Oh wait, no, Ragnar's missing, not...
Oh no.
He rolled a natural 20 on his stealth too.
Oh no. I don't even know how that one did I switch?
And we have... Looks like we can see roll 20 as well.
Oh. No, I'm back.
Okay. I had the wrong screen pulled up there for some reason. Let me fix that one little thing there. That's where we was.
That's a cool little picture.
Went from there.
Oh yeah. It's a sick
Yeah, I got
picture of it.
distracted with the narrative and didn't get to give the full. So we had the.
Can I get that picture later?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sick.
Very nice photo.
There was the climb. There was the run with the book.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, dang.
And
I'm gonna get a Torin photo album at the end of this.
all right, keep in mind that
Oh, and we're back in the
the town
village.
looks quite different now, but that's the image I have for it. So I always gotta keep in mind what's up on the screen and what's not. All right, my fault, y'all.
So you said there was like creatures standing over these,
So-
they kind of came out of the villagers.
It looks like the villagers are opened up and sprayed about like the outer shell of shrimp. The inside, some half-formed. They almost look like big, nasty, like oysters, as far as the almost see-through like nature of their skin and just mucusy booger look to them that they have. These half-formed things that hang out of these disposed of shells.
Lovely.
Where's my flamethrower?
Uh-oh, y'all, we're going Sigori
Does it
Weaver
look-
on them.
Does it look similar to, like, the similar thing that happened with the priest, except these guys weren't fully formed like the priest?
Very similar. They are all,
Okay.
the way they are all opened up, it looked as if these things burst out from the inside of them. But,
They were trying to be born, but prematurely.
correct.
Okay. Ugh.
Almost like they had chest bursters in them.
They had full body bursters.
Yeah.
Well, I hope the priest can swim because I took his boat. You must have went under.
We may have disposed of the priest
Yeah,
already.
Priest
You
isn't
did.
coming back
I
anytime soon.
killed him.
Man, I missed that.
He also
I-
wasn't a person.
He was.
A fish.
Was he like the ones we fought when we first got to the island?
Mhm.
Yeah. But more,
It is
more
disgusting. That's why I don't like seafood. So, I guess we need to take care of these.
Well, I'm not
I
sure
mean, they-
who we
they
should
ugly.
report. We need. We should probably report to the Hall of Horns regarding why the requests for aid seemingly stopped from this village.
We should also check on Aaron, but just want to clarify these tadpole things. Are they dead or are they?
Yeah.
alive?
They all appear to
Okay.
be dead. They all look as if they tried to make it but couldn't quite survive out in the air.
Could
about
I poke
the,
one with my staff?
You poke 'em with your staff.
Yeah, could I poke the closest one with my staff?
It less pokes, more so it sinks right in, like stabbing at a big old kind of like pudding, but the outer layer has crusted over a little bit, so it's almost like paper. When it pushes through that outer layer, then it's just goo.
Okay.
It's going to sound really gross, but I want to bottle one up.
Okay.
Because we need to.
Same thing.
Want to try to identify this thing later.
Okay, so you're gonna take a vial. You have something you can put it in.
I don't have anything large enough, so I think there's probably plenty of houses around that are newly unoccupied. So I'll search around for some sort of vial, glass vial, or a milk container or something like that.
Okay. So, for the sake of time and everything like that, we'll say at some point before you guys get out of town, you take a moment to look around and find something. You do find a ceramic jar, about yay big or so,
Great.
with a heavy cork top, and the stuff to kind of wax seal it after that.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. And then with that, the only thing aside that sits still, or aside from everything else that is just still in the town at this point, you do see a little bit up the hill just beyond where the shrine once stood, which is now torn down to rubble. A little line of smoke just kind of making its way upwards into the trees there, and a faint figure sitting over there.
Do we recognize the figure?
Give me a perception check.
Is he half Goliath? Half giant?
Doesn't
20.
quite look that large. 20.
Ooh.
30, 20.
30, 20. All right. So,
Or Varen?
so you do recognize him. That would be Varen Mornvale.
Yep.
Sits over there, pipe in his mouth, something on a roast over a small fire he's built out of some of the torn off, the fallen down driftwood and debris that came off the shrine there as he burns up cooking food over there. Possibly waiting for you, but doesn't currently turn you guys any kind of attention.
This is a ring that I have. You said it had the symbol of Calum on it, right? Or is it just a regular ring?
It's just it's not a ring itself, isn't directly related to Calum. It's just it is a rather resplendent ring that you have there. And then from what you can tell, trapped inside of that is the consciousness of a dead cleric of Calum.
And I'm going to take an action to make it imperceptible,
All right.
as it says I can do that.
Yeah, so with that, with the little kind of, to you, it's a little more than turning your hand over and then turning it back, and it just seems to be gone off the hand.
Okay.
All right, what's everybody doing?
I'm going to Who's this guy? I mean, aren't all the citizens dead?
Yeah. Ragnar,
What,
this is
what is he cooking there?
me and Ragnar
Yeah.
talked with him. That's
He's,
Favorite.
Got
So
from
that-
Hey!
before.
That's Varen.
Would you have something for me, like to eat?
And he turns,
I'm-
looking towards you all. Stands up off of his seat, walks over, lights the pipe, and tosses the match. Turns as he waves you all over, and goes back and sits back down, and starts cutting off a piece of whatever he has skewed up over the fire.
Before we go, guys. Jasper, that stone that we carved out. Don't tell him about it. Don't
Okay.
say anything about Caitlin to him. To him, it's just a weird island.
I'll follow your lead.
All right. And so who's approaching first? Who's saying what? He's just sitting over there. He's cutting off pieces and laying them on little, like, wide leaves that he's kind of collected. He's kind of using them like plates. Sets them on there and kind of just wraps it up and tosses a couple down by a few logs he has pulled up there as if he's been waiting.
I'm going to grab some pieces of the meat he's cooking and silently start eating beside him.
All right.
Like, I'm very hungry.
Yeah, so you take a bite there, and the meat itself, it's fine. It's cooked. It's got a very gamey kind of taste to it.
What's this?
Oh, well, desperate
too.
times and all that, so had to catch what I could. Fortunately, not too many rabbits in this area, but, well, let's just say close enough. And he cuts off a piece and tosses it into his mouth. So, Torin, hoping you have some good information for me then. Puts his dagger back away in its sheath. Sits back and pulls again on his pipe.
I pull out the crow that he broke and made and just start kind of holding my hand. Fully repaired.
Well, it's nice to know you've been working on your arts and crafts, but how about your espionage, boy?
Well, seems like just some cult priest came here to do some rituals of some weird underwater squid.
I'm sorry, squid, you said?
Seems like it. They were looked like almost tentacles. Did you not see it out in the? I guess it's too foggy. You're not very perceptive. I can tell. There was an island out there that he goes to and does some ritual. I guess with these fish people.
He's pulled out a little notepad that he's writing some of this down on.
But
Island
if you
on
want
the
more
left.
information, they're the ones that killed him.
So you all saw
Well-
this squid creature?
Like
Oh,
throwing
yeah.
up some food? Yeah, we did.
In fact, it was the island itself was the squid creature.
The island. Okay. So, Torin, called you a great many things, but an imaginative person wouldn't have been on the list. This is quite a story here. So you went out there, found an island that doesn't exist. The island itself actually turned out to be some kind of a squid creature, and so am I to understand that you've simply decided to spread more falsehoods?
How far are we from the dead villagers?
Lying out all on the shore there.
Ragnar's gonna go and grab one of them and toss it in front of him and point out they're turning into the fish people.
He leans
If you weren't
down,
gonna,
just kind of looks over it.
They were turning everyone into fish people.
I don't think you gentlemen know what any of this means if what you're saying is remotely true, which I'm not saying I believe that it is. I don't know how to explain the weird exploding villagers. That's, even for me, that's a new one. But the
well, that's
Squid
your
Island,
job to explain it. We told you what it is. You can figure out how to tell the boss man himself.
What we speak of is the truth. The island was alive, swallowed me whole, and spit me right back up, hearing my own voice in my head.
he writes something else down in this little journal there before puts it in his cloak. Walks over, kind of right amongst the group, right over to Torin. He's literally no more than 6 inches from your face. It's almost, you're not sure if he's going to headbutt you or kiss you. I suppose a deal's a deal. You'll have no problems from me here today. I'll take what you've told me. I'm going home. And I'll let them know what transpired here, at least what you claim has transpired here, and I'll let them decide.
And
that's it. I'll be reassigned somewhere else, and let's hope that our paths never cross again. But I won't be your problem.
one more thing before you go. Why a crow?
Have you truly forgotten how you got this far to begin with, Torin? Are your allegiances so thin that just everyone is tossed to the wayside? Anything that's in the way of your freedom, your selfish little ambitions.
You didn't understand me. Why a crow? I wouldn't ask if that didn't matter to me.
That day you escaped, Torin, it was so close. We almost had you. If not for your mentor getting in the way, we would have had you. But he made a choice. Do you know what really happened, though? As I recall, when you were right in my grasp and he stepped out, you turned just in time to see me strike him down. But did you ever take the time to confirm what happened? Did your hunger for knowledge fade so fast that you didn't even have a hint of curiosity? Or did you just assume, as you always do, and move along, paying no attention to the mess you leave behind? But you always leave things behind, don't you? So, thought it was only fair that you have your own crow, a new one, since, you know, we've already got your old one. Safe travels, Torin. May the wind forever be in your face, and may your pillow forever be warm.
I'll make sure the crows pick every bit of flesh from your body when this is over.
He gives a smile, spins, and starts walking off, giving a wave over his shoulder. Just keeps moving Not running, not rushing, just steadily walking up the trail as he makes his way back towards Eastwatch.
Man, are you not going to eat this? Waving the meat he was cooking. I mean, he
And
left behind.
he calls back. You can have the rest if you like. My appetite for rat is always very limited. And he just keeps on going.
I keep munching. Okay.
And with that, as you guys are finishing up, he's walking off. There is a sudden kind of flutter there. Something looks like just magical energies waving off it. A note folded up like origami into some kind of a swan that comes flapping down and lands in Jasper's hands. It unravels. Inside, it is, for one, a letter from the Hall of Horns. They are somehow aware of the success here, and they've informed you you can collect your reward in Midway, a nearby outpost where they have a Hall of Horns station. Along with that, then it also includes a kind of private invitation coming from a well-known wizard from the nation capital Valhalla, known as Alor Varn, an advisor to kings, so known as the Walker of Hidden Paths. This wizard said he's currently laying his head in Harvik, the region capital, and wishes to meet with the group, but specifically wishes to speak with Jasper.
Gentlemen, I think we're being scried upon.
What's that?
Not me, as I make the ring perceptible.
Sure. Somehow the hall already knows that we've succeeded here. And I'll pass around the note.
So go with it.
What was the last name again? Or what was that name again?
The name is Alor Varn. Aelorvarn.
Alor Varn.
And again, this is anybody who's delved in higher society, anybody who's delved in magical society. This person would be somebody you would have at least heard of in some kind of mention. He is not in any other way aside from kind of esteem and everything like that, but he is kind of the Merlin of wizards. Again, don't expect Merlin. Let me manage those expectations. He's not Merlin, but as far as his celebrity is of that scale.
He wants to talk to you, Jasper? That's nice, no?
That's
Good question.
I mean, I don't know.
if he has
him.
you in his sights.
Well, I think he's got all of us in his sights, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he says. The note says he's in Harvik, which is just beyond Midway. So it looks like our path might be chosen for us, at least if we want to get paid.
Yes.
But yeah, this is very interesting.
So I guess this town is probably going to be empty for a while. Might turn into ruins.
Most likely abandoned unless Aaron moves back here.
We should
That's
probably let
cool.
Aaron know. That way he's not here alone and comes back and sees this
probably wouldn't hurt.
Y'all so thoughtful.
I believe we do have to return Aaron's boat as well.
Yeah.
We can give him the other one too. Give him 2 boats.
And he's got plenty
all
of
the
boats to
boats.
choose from.
I mean, I think at this case he gets the entire village.
If he wants
Ragnar
it.
points out
Moving
the
on
dead bodies
up.
everywhere.
I mean, he will be okay if we don't say anything to him. He has survived this long among the fish creatures, so I trust him to be okay. But as you want.
We did borrow his boat and said we would do our best to return it, so I believe that is in our best interest.
Are you guys okay with leaving the villagers unburied out in the open for the animals as is?
I don't know if there's much left of them.
I think
Well, they're like
I
half.
would like to take try and take all the bodies to the big old wood statue thing that they made in the middle and burn it all.
That's a good idea. We can do well to the best we
That's
can.
Ragnar?
A Viking-style funeral.
Are we talking a couple dozen villagers, or are we talking a couple hundred villagers? Because that's the difference between a few hours and a day.
So you're talking a few dozen. You know, it's probably, you know, plus or minus 50 people or so.
So half a day.
We should bury them. I mean, there were people behind them, the fish creatures, so...
I like Ragnar's idea about creating a funeral pyre with the at the base of the statue there, including the statue.
All right.
Kind of erase the memories of erase the
The bad
signs
taste.
of that. Yeah.
Is the mold in the area like kind of falling apart now too?
Oh yeah.
All right. Give me a. Well, I don't even really need to check on it. Looking down a little bit there, you can see like the mold itself. It looks like it's starting to dry up. It's drying and kind of flaking off. You know, almost like if you ever sprayed that clean stuff on the inside of your oven, kind of foams up and then kind of just breaks off. It's doing like that sort of.
It's like it'll over time clean itself up after we do this. So
What hour is it in the day?
So at this point in time, it's pretty early. So again, the time and everything like that was very wacky on the island itself. You have trouble even knowing really how long it's been since you've been gone. But as you guys were arriving, as everything kind of faded out, it seems you guys were coming in from the water just about dawn.
Okay.
Hey Ragnar, is it okay if we check with Aaron first before disposing of the villagers? Because
Yeah.
you know he knew them and he's the old hermit here, and he may have different idea. I don't want to do something that's going to upset him.
Absolutely. I think that's probably a better idea.
Okay. So you guys are going to make your
I'm-
way up to the. Go ahead.
While we're walking up, at least for a minute of it, I'm just going to use my magic cunning to get one of my spell slots back.
Okay. All right, for sure.
I'm also, while we're walking, going to prestidigitate all the mud off me because I was the one that fell and slid halfway down the mountain. So I'm covered in the mud. So my armor doesn't rust. But Finvar, I wanted to ask you, you prayed with the priest and you felt something. Like you described it kind of like a loss or something was missing or something. I can't exactly recall. But you prayed with the priest when you first got here, and now we see that there's these fish creature, whatever they are, inside these. Are you worried about that happening to you?
I mean, I was worried, but look at them. They are split open, and I'm okay. So I don't know. I'm feeling good. So
You feel okay?
As long as you're feeling all right.
I don't know. I
I'm
get a
not-
weird
I'm not
sense.
very, what? Don't give me the wish, okay? I will. I'm fine, okay? Now I'm fine. I don't know if I will become ill, but I'm okay.
Well,
Keep my eye on you.
here's step one, and Finvar turned into a hypochondriac. Is this a rash, or is this? You guys, hey, look at this. Look, is this
Now you turn me paranoid. I mean,
is this eczema
was
or
okay.
poison ivy? Y'all help me out, please, somebody.
now I'm
3 months down the
I'm,
road.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
When I look at one of the dead bodies of the fishmen, I'm like,
Do you see your own face appear on them?
not yet. Not yet.
All right, and so you guys are heading back off to the hermit's hut.
Yes.
All right. So,
Trying to take his boat. The boat with us.
are you guys just taking the one boat, his boat, and rowing it back?
Hey, I guess we could just row it back across the lake towards them instead of walking.
Now, yeah.
No.
Along the-
I'll row on the coast if you want, but I'm not crossing the lake again.
Finbar,
line
you can see some
goes.
gills coming on your neck there.
Oh Lord.
I mean, stop, please.
Before we get to the hermit's hut, though, I do want to cast mending on that one bite that was taken out of the bottom of Aaron's boat before we return it to him.
Okay. All right, yeah. And it all just kind of sews itself together, one little splinter at a time. Little chunk just kind of replenishes itself. And now, so let me get it clear. Are you guys carrying the boat? Like hiking, carrying the boat? Or are you guys in the water rowing
I'll make
on the
it alone,
coast?
but
I think we're portaging.
Okay.
Whichever's fastest, I want to say.
Yeah.
Fastest?
Okay.
Fastest is probably
Yeah.
going to be rowing the boat. The water seems to be much more mellow. Currents, everything seems to be kind of moving in a more typical fashion there. You can look out and see, different little currents, little jet streams here or there, things moving and such. You can even see little fish kind of jumping up here or there. It's a nice certain kind of weight lifted off the day. Birds are starting to chirp again. It's not as loud as it would be in a typical place, but it's something that still kind of stands out a bit more. So, one more time, carrying or
I mean, rowing if it's the fastest. So,
And growing.
Torin, could you?
I feel like there's
row
three
for
of you
me?
in the boat and at least two of you running alongside it.
I think rowing.
Rowing, all
I'll
right.
be in the boat, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
This is fastest.
with that, came in loud. With that, as some time does go by, eventually you find yourselves approaching back over to this cove here, at the point of which the very back, that little hut there. With the currents and everything like that, the water seemed to not be working against you so much, and it seemed so hard to even pull the oars through it like it did before. Noticing now, you didn't even realize it before, but it's almost like the water was kind of trying to push against your oar every time in the wrong direction. But now, smooth sailing. A couple hours and you guys make it up the coastline, find yourselves at the hut. When you do, before you can even make it all the way up on the shore, as you're still pulling the boat back up, the door to the hut flies open. The large man steps out, standing tall. He just shouts out, "Oh, I'm so happy you're back!" And he goes running over in y'all's direction, pushing right through you and hugging onto his boat there. Oh, they didn't hurt you, did they? Oh, no, she's all in one piece. He lifts it up with two arms, looking all around it. Oh. Well, hi, fellas. See, you all made it back in one piece, too. That's good. That's good. You brought my boat back. I appreciate it. So, dinner?
Hell yeah, please.
All right. With that, after some movement, he seems in a very jolly mood. He moves inside. Not long afterwards, he just leave you guys sitting outside for maybe 45 minutes ago with all the normal clanking sounds going on inside of the little hut there, before he comes out with the big cauldron and places it on a little hook he has set outside. All right. Chili, it's not the best. Not easy to get spices these days around here, but it'll fill your belly up. Don't worry, don't worry. And he starts filling up bowls and everything before sitting down around a little fire he has set up. And kind of at that point, asks you guys exactly, so what happened out there? What was, did everything get taken care of? Is it safe to go back to the village now, or should I start rowing up north?
About that, the villagers have all passed away. It would seem they were all under the effects of something brought upon by that priest, and it seems like something hatched out of them prematurely.
Hatched?
I understand it's not
Alright.
easy to understand.
Go back a little bit. So the priest is gone,
The priest is gone, yes.
but the villagers are too?
The villages are as well. Unfortunately.
While they're telling the story, I'll bolster Ira by uncorking the canister and just showing him.
Well, all of
That's
them?
What's left
The-
behind of the villagers? Yeah, all of them.
I mean, like I said, it's in my way oftentimes to, even when I'd go there, keep to myself. You gotta be on guard. If you're too friendly sometimes, get the wrong idea. People like to follow the guy by himself home and start trouble, but still, there were good people in that village. And he gets up, goes inside, comes out with a big jug and a couple of glasses he's holding from his hand there all together, and starts passing the glasses out and pouring in there. The jug itself is very rough. It looks like it's made out of some kind of tin. Nothing fancy. But when he pours, just the absolute amber color of this whiskey that he pours into each shot glass there is just so, it's like honey, but pure liquid. And he sets it down and he raises to Stillmere. Its fate, tragic. Oh, but may the good times live in the memories of the gods. Scald! Just throws it back and breaks the glass on the ground there.
To Stillmere and her lost souls.
Truly a tragedy.
It's
But-
quite possible the neighboring villages on the lake as well probably suffered the same fate as there were some others.
You can see on his brain, he's deep in some kind of thought there. He's his eyes twitch about. He seems to be trying to process everything, and at one point there's a certain moisture to his eyes. You can tell he's trying to hold back a lot more than he's letting out, but I'm afraid I'm feeling a little tired. You said that the bodies of the villagers are still in the village?
Yes.
Yes. I had suggested that we bring them all to the wooden statue and burn them all in a ceremony.
It's mighty fine of you gentlemen, but given that while strained, I did have somewhat of a relationship with them, I feel being that you did free them, it's the least I can do is to lay them to proper rest. And I'm sure you men have places to be, more to save. It's the least I can do. So if you would, camp here tonight. I'll make sure that there's plenty of drinks for those who wish to stay up and enjoy them, and a nice cauldron of meat over there if anyone gets hungry. And tomorrow I'll make my way back to the village and I'll give them all their proper rights. And then I believe I'll move to the next village. Should they need it, I'll lay them to rest as well, until I see just how far this tragedy has spread. Is that okay with you men?
Yes.
Of course.
Of course.
GM, did we see any horses or any sort of other animals in the village or surrounding areas?
The village itself didn't have any kind of horses or anything like that. Just the kind of the way it is, the terrain isn't great for it. You may have seen a goat or two, but other than that, no real signs of much livestock.
Yeah, I just want to make sure if there's any animals we need to take care of. Okay.
I want to approach the hermit and if it lets you rest at night, now they're resting forever, not like before.
Yes. And he claps a hand on your shoulder and just kind of gives you a smile there and a nod. I need to get some rest. I have preparing to do and a lot to think about. But thank you. And he pats you on the shoulder again and turns and makes his way back into the hut there. And with that, you guys, if you choose to stay there, have your night and everything like that, to rest up and take a long rest. In the meantime, because I do think I forgot to do it when we launched everything, so didn't run our ads there to help avoid those pop-ups, those pre-roll ads and all that. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, let the ad roll, and then we'll see where our players are going to go from there. Again, if you are enjoying it, if you're checking us out, follow, enjoy. We're here every week. It's a good time. But for now, let's go ahead and switch the vibe up a little bit. All right. So we are going to go to break, and then we will be right back with more of the Strife of Aradiel. BRB. Woohoo! Yeah, I know. I got to get a curtain right there because at exactly the worst time, it comes right between the two things right there and gets me right in the face every
I
freaking
got
time.
hit with an ad.
With an ad?
Yeah.
What?
You just gave me an ad.
What the heck?
That's weird because I hit
Only
the
for you.
BRB screen, and then but it shouldn't have been able to run another one so soon. Anyways, so we'll BS for a little bit. Hey Rachel, what's no problem. Always cool. Always gotta support the cool people. I know that's right. That's somebody else who came over from the homie Jericho's stream over there. She's always over there. Cool people. Thank you so much for coming through. And then I see I already did your hydrate there, Plem. So I got you. Mr. Jericho threw in a memory trigger, so we do have a memory trigger out there available if and when somebody decides to use it. And then Plem threw in a everybody loves a villain, which means the next adversarial role that I get to make over here, I get to do it with advantage. Ooh. I don't know what y'all did to anger them, but they're out to get you now. All right. Let's see.
I mean, I can hit the memory trigger a little bit if anybody else doesn't have anything.
Go for it.
I think ad should be done by now. All right, cool. Let's push forward then. Let me get us back in the realm we should be in, which will be, since we are just kind of around a little camp here. All right. That is all you, gentlemen. What do you have in mind as I try to avoid this beam in my eye?
Well, I was saying I think I could probably take care of the memory trigger real quick.
Okay.
So Torin looks at Aaron, the hermit, and sees himself in a way that in the Silent Shadows he felt alone. He had a few people that he still liked and still thought well of, and then went out on his own and then felt alone again for a while. He never had any ill will to people, only a select few, but kind of sees himself in the fact that even though he's alone, he still cared for others.
Okay, I like that. So kind of having a connecting moment, kind of seeing a bit of a reflection of yourself, because you can relate with that, that hard exterior, but kind of hidden, more sentimental inside. It's like M&Ms.
Yeah. So
Nice. I like that. And with that one, if you want to keep track of this, but next time you have to make a charisma check, I'm going to give you advantage on it.
I have very low charisma, so
Ooh.
There you go.
for 7.
Put it in the bank.
Thank
All
you.
right. And then what is everybody's plan from there? What are we doing?
We're sleeping the night in near the hut of. I mean near the cauldron. I wanted to say, sorry. And to fill up my my plate and eat a bit before going to sleep. Or are we going to plan the route before sleeping? Jasper?
I think
Yeah, I think it's a good idea that we plan out where we're gonna go, and maybe we can talk about that over dinner here.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
if you recall, Midway is a few days walk from here. It's just about due west, and then if the fates are kind to us, I would also recommend us moving on to Harvick, which is 2 or 3 days walk past Midway. And that's basically northwest of Midway, Harvick is. But while it's very expensive, I'm finding as I get more and more exposure to what it means to be a spellcaster, I'm finding it's more and more expensive. If we want to go a different way, I'm okay if we vote on it.
Yeah, we could use the charisma and Ragnar here to resolve the problems ahead of us. Instead of fighting, I'm on the same boat.
I mean, I would like to see what this advisor has to say, anyways.
Okay.
Hey, Ragnar, speaking of that, I know a lot has happened since we met that other hermit, we'll just call him eccentric hermit back in Timberdeep, but I just wanted to ask you, what's going on with that image we saw? What's going on with that red-skinned creature from the nether realms?
To be fair, to be frank, I honestly don't know. It's also the first time I've ever seen it. But it feels like something connected definitely with this, and he touches the hilt of his scimitar. I can't explain the things that happened. I mean, Finvar and Ira, they found me, but they found me in the mountains. I was in the middle of the desert when I found this. About to collapse and die, and suddenly the scimitar was just there, in the sands. I remember grabbing it, and I thought I died. And I woke up, and I'm in a tent in the mountains with Ira and Finvar healing me back up. I can't explain what happened. And after that, I started to notice I had these abilities as he lifts his hand and creates a small green flame.
I thought you could do that, without your scimitar.
No. I had nothing before. Just a smooth talker. In
That's
fact, I wasn't useful at all, and that's why I was in the desert. I wanted to help, but I had no ability of my own.
So let me get this straight. You were in the desert and you were dying, and you woke up and you had this mystical gem and scimitar with you, and Ira and Finvar found you, but you hadn't seen that creature before?
No. All I think is that it does have something to do with the scimitar, because when we were there, I don't know if you noticed, but I had moved the scimitar to the portrait. And that's when that image appeared.
Is it cursed?
I mean, after the things that we've seen, maybe.
I would say so.
I got a question for you, DM. Would anything like what they're just, because Iro at the time wasn't paying attention, so I didn't see the portrait go up in flames and all that. But would anything like that have happened while Ragnar was unconscious in me and Finvar's care?
I didn't see anything. I mean, who looks someone in his sleep?
I realize it's a stretch, just figured I'd ask, because we were together for a good amount of time before meeting up with Jasper and Torin.
So, the only thing that might have come to any kind of memory there related to something along the lines of what he's talking about there was just what might have struck you is that because when you found him, he was in very bad condition. You guys had to kind of help get him back to health, and he was just absolutely burning up. Not as if he was simply just warm or running some kind of a fever. He was absolutely just hot to the touch.
Okay.
So you were in the desert. How'd you get there? Where'd you...
Well, let's just say I didn't have a lot of faith in myself anymore. And I definitely didn't have enough stuff to get back.
But do you have now?
I mean, yeah. You too. And he looks at Finvar and Ira. You've shown me something that even I thought I could never be. You showed hospitality to me and brought me back, and restored my faith in the people of this country. I don't know what I'm fighting for, but I know that this party is exactly where I want to be and exactly what I need. And even if this power that I now have is curse or evil, I'm going to use it for the better, for the betterment of this entire country. I'm going to let you all know that when we go to this advisor for Jasper, he might recognize me.
In a good or bad way?
I'm not sure. I'm not looked as good in the eyes of higher ups here. I'm a bit of a disappointment and in essence kind of an exile.
Do they have a magical scimitar?
No.
So that makes you better than them.
Thanks, Finbar.
Ragnar, I don't know if this is going to be too invasive, and if it is, I'm totally okay not doing it. But if you let me cast a spell, a ritual on you, after 10 minutes or so, I can tell whether or not you've got any spells affecting you or curses affecting you, or if you're affected by any sort of geas or geish or any magical effects, if you're interested.
Yeah, actually. After seeing that portrait, and after seeing whatever was that island, I don't want to become one of those villagers. And I'll look over there and no offense.
Well, this is the first time me hearing about the portrait. I didn't even know this was going on with you.
I bet 5 gold pieces that it's course.
So the identify spell, which I just posted in Roll20 at the bottom, if I touch a creature throughout the casting, instead of an object, I can learn what ongoing spells, if any, are affecting the creature. So
Okay.
it's worth a try.
So, taking the time casting the ritual and everything here, and summoning this magic here, just this burst of energy that overcomes him there. And you don't find him directly under any kind of spell. There's no curse on him, there's no enchantment or anything like that. The only thing, actually, give me a Arcana check.
All right. That would be a 25.
Very nice. So, not so much a direct side effect of the spell itself. Nothing that the spell directly covers is detected when you cast it. But in that moment there between kind of frames of magic, you find this little thread of something, a thread of arcane energy, almost like an actual thread that you can see for a moment, almost like you can see the weave when you tap into your magic. And it runs off of Ragnar, centering right around the belly button, drawing out this long length of thread that seems to twist and kind of float through the air like string on the breeze, and it runs straight down into the dirt, unable to see where it goes beyond that. It's not anything that you can just kind of see consistently, but in that brief moment, As the spell starts to fade away, you capture a glimpse of it.
Oh, fascinating. Ragnar, well, thank the gods you're not cursed, but I did see something's got a thread tied to you. I don't know if it's to your body or your soul, but there's something tied to you that's definitely got some sort of magical or some sort of arcane origin that's basically got a thread tied to you, and it runs from you out into the magical weave and into the ground. For what that's worth to you.
Interesting. Thank you.
I thought you might be tied to that weapon, actually, but at least we know that you're not cursed or compelled or going to turn into a fish creature. So hey, that's good.
We'll do Finbar next.
Relief.
And Ragnar, congratulations, you're not cursed. And I'm going to give him 5 gold pieces, I bet.
You did against it and lost.
5 gold pieces.
You betted on it.
Oh my god.
Never seen
Why I was betting
paladin
him.
betting.
No? Why not? It's so funny.
Hey, you don't think the gods are up there gambling?
Do,
Oh,
do
they
it for me,
probably
Jasper.
are.
I'm ready, I'm ready.
You want me to do that for you too? All right. Before I cast it, though, I do want to say, hey, Ragnar, I saw what you saw. I think if that thing is hunting you, or if that thing is tied to you in some way, we'll do what we can to protect you from that. But if you see something that we don't see, since the rest of the guys didn't see it, don't be afraid to bring it up to us. Don't be afraid to share, because we can only help you if we know.
We're a party, we help each other.
Do I, DM, when I grabbed the scimitar and appeared in the mountains, obviously I also like passed out at probably the same amount of time. Did I see anything at that moment?
Give me a history check.
Okay, damn, I'm not. Oh, actually, I am proficient at this. Let's go. Barely. Why is it not rolling? Give me a second. I don't know why it's not rolling.
Unity Beyond is crawling right now.
My page has crashed so many times just in the last 20 minutes
There
or
we
so.
go. Oh, damn, that was gonna be a really good one. But 8.
An 8.
It like rolled off the 16 on today.
No.
So, when you think back, trying to, you're out in this desert. You've been out there for what felt like weeks, maybe it was just days, but it all kind of melted together over time in the heat. You had reached your last bit of breath there. At this point, you were no more than just crawling through the sand when you came across the hilt of something just barely jutting out of the ground, a shimmer. At this point, no real hope for rescue or any kind of safe haven. All you could do was reach for it. When you grab held, for a moment, almost like those squiggly lines in the corner of your eyes, you have a memory of flickers of flame. The next thing you know, you feel like you're falling, not necessarily from a great distance, but as if suddenly you were just a couple inches off the ground somewhere else when you land on the ground there in a bad jolt before you lost consciousness. The next time that you were coming back to yourself was with your now teammates there, as they had been nursing you back to health the best they could.
I mean, nothing else has really happened except for... I remember the moment I grabbed the scimitar before I passed out, and maybe it's just from passing out, it felt like I fell. I don't know if that means anything to you, Jasper, or any of you guys, but yeah, if anything else happens, if I see anything else, I'll definitely tell you guys. I want to understand this.
Sounds good. I'll also ritual cast identify, since I'm totally out of spell slot. I ritual cast identify on Finvar. See if he is infected with an alien probe.
Identify me.
I want to use the... Oh, sorry.
5 gold that he's not.
I would like to use the message spell to message Jasper saying, no matter what, tell him he's infected. I'll give you 5 gold pieces for this. And only me and Jasper can hear that.
All right. So, only currently known to you, Jasper, as you cast a spell on him, you do not detect any kind of curse or any odd magic currently taking hold of him.
Okay. Right near the end, I'll say, "Oh shit!" and I will draw my weapon.
No. No. No way. No way.
No. I'm just joking.
I'm doing water now. I'm drowning. Okay. Please help me, please.
I'm just joking. I had to make my 5 gold on you. No, actually, Finvar, if you encountered any sort of craziness when you were praying with that priest, nothing is showing now. You're not cursed, or you've got no active arcana weaves around you either. You're in the clear. At least from the arcana perspective.
I told you I was feeling well, so nothing to worry about. Very, very well.
But if you do get indigestion, let us know. Got that heartburn?
The friend cooked Torin. It was not like the best thing I ate. Okay, yeah, but acceptable. So I'm okay. Perfect. Perfect then.
As far as I can tell, you're okay.
All right. What's the plan from here, gentlemen?
Oh, Jester, I want to talk to you for a second.
And I will have given Jasper the 5 gold for that.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Spell scrolls are expensive these days. Thank you.
it's okay with Jasper. I want to
Yeah, you
pull him
wanna-
off to the side.
Yeah, I was gonna say you want to talk privately. Sure.
I'm going to bring out my pouch and go to sleep next to the cupboard.
Rissa, you keep zooming in, man. It's killing me.
I'll kind of sit around the fire and take first watch of our group. Because as an elf, I only need 4 hours of meditation.
Yeah, I'll see that you're standing up, and I'm gonna go get my bed ready, and I'll look over to you, Ira, and I'll be like, "Wake me up after your watch. I'll take second watch." And
All right.
I'll also go to bed.
So once we're off a little bit, I'm gonna pull the book out and just open the first page. Can you read this?
Eyes go wide seeing the cover. That's a good question. Can I read it?
So, glancing at the book there, it all looks to be nonsense. Some of the letters are upside down or different letters from different languages. Some you recognize, some you don't. It's all kind of just scrambled up there.
Actually, give me a second there, Torin. I think I can actually read this. I'm going to use my magical item. I'm going to drink my potion of comprehension, which gives me the effects of the comprehend language spell for 1 hour. So I'll be able to, if I'm touching something, regardless of what the language is, I'll be able to understand it.
All right. So after drinking the potion there, looking at the journal here, you can understand all the characters. There's even a word here or there that you can pick up. But it's still not written clearly. It seems to be somehow encoded.
I'm gonna put the ring close to like a few of the words and see if it starts making sense to him.
And as it does, on both your ends here, you can see the letters start to drift around.
Where did you get this book?
It was on that island. When I wandered off, found this hill, and at the hill, this book was there. And the ring talks.
What? Like the ring itself, or something inside the ring?
I don't know. It's all up in here. It doesn't really move.
Oh.
It's just in my head. But
Can you talk to it right now, or is it talking to you all the time?
Mr. Ring, can you hear me, Ring? He's not talking right now.
I'm sorry, the ring you have dialed is currently not in service.
I think it's only when he wants to, but the mention of a cleric of Calum, specifically from the Silent Shadows, guided me there to this book. And I couldn't really understand too much of it, but the words Vault of Forbidden Knowledge came up. And the first person I thought was you could help.
Vault of Forbidden Knowledge. I tell you, 6 months ago, I was guarding a library, so all this is new to me. And but do you think that the voice you heard is maybe that the spirit of that dead body, or that priest we found guarding the amethyst?
That's what I'm thinking.
Would
Would I understand the concept? I mean, he identified the ring. Would he understand that the soul could go into the ring too?
Yeah. Once you identify and get the understand all the power of it, you get the details, so you know that someone can put themselves in the ring as long as it's empty when if they pass on wearing it.
Well, that's my bet. That's probably the spirit of this priest protector that we found. Maybe you could find out a name. If you get a name, I might be able to do a little bit more with that. But
Yeah, I can try.
and then I'll
maybe.
take a closer look at some of the pages, see if I can actually read or put any of the words together into any sort of meaningful, sensible sentences.
And I'll just use the ring to kind of just make sure it's there where he's reading.
So, taking some time there, going kind of page by page, him guiding the ring across it, you kind of having to slow his hand down every so often as these letters slowly move about. As they move, once they connect in the proper order, then the language is all unified and you can see the word clearly. Going through it, it all breaks down one of these, and you know, some know, some not so much, of some of the stories of Calum, and many times where, you know, Calum was, you know, like many stories say about many gods, but this one much more heavily believed about Calum once being immortal and having always, and even when reaching that point of divinity, still holding on to that kind of love for just mortal beings in general, and oftentimes was known to more or less set his divinity aside to spend some time walking amongst mortals. He tends to do this about every other age or so, to always kind of stay in touch with what's going on in the mortal world and what they're really experiencing, as opposed to just looking down on it. This talks about one of the last times that he had come down and walked across the land of Eldara here, and really how at that point the lands were very much in turmoil, and seeing some dangers brewing, had begun to gather items, knowledge, secrets, just whatever he came across as he walked the lands. Anything that thought would help mankind, he was quick to share it and spread it across the lands. Everything from better ways to make weapons that could protect themselves to better ways to build their homes so that they could survive. But there were other secrets, ways to open rifts to other worlds that shouldn't be open, ways to make things that shouldn't walk the earth.
Sorry to interrupt. As we're reading, I'm going to read this out loud so both of us, so Torin can also hear
So you are translating, okay.
What the words are. Yeah.
Yeah, and deeming many of these things just too dangerous in the hands of mortals, at least at that current age. He took these secrets, and before returning to his divinity, hid them away in a vault. Once he reascended back to his divine being, his divine self, he then used his power to wipe those secrets away as best he could. The vault itself has been really all but forgotten. Until now, any clues to its whereabouts have been non-existent. That's about as far as you get before reading it for so long, even as the letters move around, starts to give you a strong migraine in the front of your head there. You can push onward, but the longer you do so, the more your head just starts to feel like it's in that vice grip.
It's a journal of an avatar or an aspect. This book is priceless.
That's kind of the only few things I could have gotten from it was the vault and a little bit of the fact that he once could have been immortal, or like you said, avatar. But also, and then like I'll hold my hand on the page that he was on and I'll close it and I say, you see this here? And I'm gonna point to, like you said, there was like a keyhole that was possibly there.
It's actually a key. So
Okay.
it has the symbol of of Calum is the eye with a key for the pupil, but this key here is actually a key that seems to be pressed into the book itself.
I'll close it and show it. Wonder if that key holds something.
Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, if you've got the time, since we're about to do a long rest, I'll do another ritual cast of Identify on the book itself, just to see if I can. It's not a legend lore spell or anything like that, but just to see if I can discern any magical effects or where it's from.
Okay. So another cast there. And the simplest kind of magic you're getting off this is some kind of illusory magic or illusion magic. But there's other not even traces of. It's not so much as if it's a separate source of magic. It's as if the illusion that's on there has been supercharged with divine magic.
Torin, I think Caleb wanted you to have this book as I hand it back to you, because his domain is knowledge and secrets, and for him to not erase this book when he ascended out of this aspect back to his divine form, I can only think that he wanted this book to remain, and he wanted this book in your hands. So in some way, I can't help but think that you're being called.
Do you have the amethyst with you still?
I do, yeah. Pull it out of my backpack, since I haven't affixed any chain to it yet. But amethyst with a seal of Caleb chiseled into it.
I just want to kind of hold it over the book and the letters, kind of like a little magnifying glass, and see if the words start to where I can read it.
So the words don't move about. The amethyst itself does start to take on a bit of a glow, though. And you said that the amethyst itself, is it on some kind of a chain or anything like that, or
No, it's free.
just a chunk of it?
Since we just chiseled it off yesterday, haven't had a chance to tinker around with it or find anyone to put a chain on it. So it's just a hunk of rock right now.
So from there, because the way the rock is, it's kind of a shard. It's a little bit rough on one side, smooth on the other, but still comes to a kind of point at one end, and kind of sits on the page there and spins about a little bit until the actual point, the sharp end, is pointing off somewhere to the north. How far north? No way of telling. It just seems to give a direction.
That's true. I think we have a compass.
Could be. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I think this amethyst belongs with you.
Well, it's best we probably split the pieces apart for now. We don't want both of them in the same place in case something were to happen. So I'll hand it back to you, and I'll say I'll make you a necklace for it. That way it's not one person holding possible keys to forbidden knowledge.
Fair enough. Well, we're in this together, so I appreciate you sharing this with me, because this is, one, fascinating to me. I had been looking at, when you and I met, I had been looking for Caleb, just grasping at straws myself, trying to figure out, what's going on in my life, and to see that he's apparently taken such an active interest in yours. God, my mind is blown right now. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to sleep.
Well, you were the first person to show me any sort of kindness in the worst part of my life, so I don't mind sharing every bit I have with you.
Could I ask you one other question before we rejoin the others?
Sure.
What does that skull ring on your hand mean?
Oh. Well, it was one of the small pieces that we had found on my last mission. It was some lord that we were looking for information about possible misdoings of the sun. And this was laying on one of the shelves.
Okay. Fair enough.
And since it being the last one and kind of story of my downfall, it has a little bit of sentimental value to it.
Memento.
Reminds me of where I came from.
Well, I appreciate that. Thanks for sharing that with me.
Of course.
All right, I'm about spellcasted out here. I need some rest.
All right, y'all. So with that, as everybody kind of settles in and everything like that, having gone over quite a bit that night, as everyone else kind of settled in, the two of you taking that time to do some research, time to get some sleep. Been a long day, lots happened, and you lay down to rest. And then we're gonna take our next break here, and no, we actually have 20 minutes before we can even do another one. So cool, we can just keep on pushing. So
I
Go ahead.
did have one last thing,
Yeah.
because I was gonna take the second watch.
right,
I noticed, and if this is okay with you, for our inventory, our starting stuff, I had it gave me a book, and I think it would be fitting if Ragnar had a fictional children's book of Ragvar, of Adventures of Ragvar.
oh yeah,
And I think
that's cool. I like that.
I believe Jasper had told us he had a vision and saw Ragvar with the stuff. I think he's gonna Ragnar, as he's sitting there, take that book out and just skim through it and read it, during his watch, seeing if, not that anything would connect, but just he is named after this historic character.
Okay. So
Ragvar Greenhand.
So it's actually Ragnar. 'Cause but in this land here, the kind of that first half there, Rag anything, Raglin, Ragvar, anything like that is kind of considered, a tribute to that legendary founder there. And flip through these pages, I mean, this is a book that a lot of people, especially noble children and stuff, are read to from when they're children and stuff, and all kinds of stories. A lot of the earlier sections just talk about him like an unmovable mountain as people tried to push in and take the land that he, unlike all others around him, had managed to cultivate and get to grow hardy green vegetables and food. Then from there it goes on to show him uniting people, bringing them all together as they learned they couldn't fight him, so they joined him. And then eventually, as you're just going through these old stories, you do come across one short one. Doesn't say anything specifically about the creature itself. It's really put together in more like a short poem that refers to the sea, to a story of when the sea tried to swallow the land. And it talks about Ragnar walking his way out to the coast and right out to meet the serpents head on, and with his mighty axe slashing them down one by one until he was all that was left. That, while it doesn't give an exact one-to-one kind of reference, there's still, having gone through what you've been through, certain things that line up and bring the thoughts of that experience to your mind there.
That's all.
That's it. All right.
I, in between his watch, I wanted to like train a little bit. I know I haven't been doing it since like all the adventure we are doing it, but I'm going to wake up and religiously start doing my my morning routine as everyone wakes up as well. Like the first thing in the day.
All right. So you're gonna get up, start the day off right. Oh, look, and got some shamrocks here. Thank you, Rachel, for the 10 biddies. We appreciate it. So with that, that's your extra little jolt of energy there as you hop up to it and go out there. It is a beautiful morning out here on the lake. One you haven't really experienced in your time since you've been in this region here. The sun, as it's coming over just over the top of the distant tree line on the other side of the lake there, and starting to throw this beautiful orange light that makes the entire lake there just kind of shimmer. No longer that thick fog, now just a very calm kind of mist that sits on the top of it. The wildlife is starting to come back. You can hear the birds and everything. The fish are jumping out of the water. It's just absolutely a beautiful display of nature all around you as you take that time running up and down the beach side there, taking time to find things to lift, and out there just being the best Rocky that you could possibly be. Somewhere deep in the forest, you can almost hear the sounds of frogs ribbiting to the sound of Eye of the Tiger. It's in there. You can hear it. Ribbit, 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 and it's going. And you're just getting pumped.
Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So you get a good workout before everybody gathers back up the next morning there. And where are you guys heading off from that way? What is the plan moving forward, y'all?
Well, I vote we go to Midway, but if there's a different way to go, I'm open to ideas.
I think Midway is the next logical step. With the Hall of Horns already knowing that we've finished our mission here in Stillmere, I don't think we have much choice in that regard.
Hopefully this one.
Find out we finished here.
It would be nice to find out how they figured that out so fast.
Well, hopefully this town is a little more welcoming.
All right, so you
Maybe
guys
a vendor or two.
are moving on. All right. So with that, finally putting this horrible town behind you, gathering your things, making your way up the slope there, kind of until finally finding the path that leads directly and runs into the running into the Vattenthorpe Road. We got a weather change coming in here.
Oh,
All right. So for a while there, the trek is is just fine. Again, the weather coming off of the lake itself has been just beautiful, very nice. But as you guys get marching along, finally breaking off from the tree line there where the deep forests lie into the more grasslands off ahead of you, winding off before getting to Midway. And at this point, water starts to pour down. The sky suddenly takes a turn. Dark clouds come in as night approaches and starts just pouring down just heavily upon you.
Good, I needed a shower.
Get our traveling tunes going. And as it's all pouring down, again, you guys have been marching at this point. The day is all gone with the water pouring down on you. All you can really do is find somewhere to take shelter at that point. It starts coming down to where the roads themselves are nothing but slippery mud. Taking that time to go settle in, set up camp for the night in the driest areas you can. Trees are becoming more and more spread out and sparse from here. The woodlands that would protect you far behind you at this point. And you finally find somewhere dry enough to get your tents up, to cover you overhead and get everything laid out and lay in to rest for the evening. Ragnar. Also, thoughts backwards. I got the names mixed up. It is Ragvar. The founder is Ragvar. You're Ragnar. My bad. Brain fart, and then I caught it right now. I'm like, wait. Anyways, so Ragnar. As you're all starting to kind of settle in to get some rest, trying to stay warm from the downpour of rain. Off in a clearing, maybe a good 300-400 feet maybe from where you all lie, you can see the faint flicker of a candle. Odd that it should be flickering at all down in this rain. Even odder that it looks to be sitting upon a out of nowhere table behind which sits a cloaked figure. And with that, we'll take our break, y'all. And then when we come back,
Shit.
we'll see. I mean, cause what could be going on with that, y'all? That's totally normal stuff
I
is
don't know,
happening.
It seems run of the mill for us
Yeah,
at
right.
this point.
I know, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
That could be the postal man for all y'all know.
Oh, they're coming to deliver more news to us from the Hall of Horns. They're going to tell us we went the wrong way. Now we have to go this way.
Regal said, "My bad for the weather change." No, they deserve it. Trust me. I don't know. Every time we step away, I come back and I can hear them plotting on me. So y'all use those buttons. That's what they're there for. Make them suffer.
What?
And Plum just hit y'all with another memory trigger. So when we come back, you got a memory trigger in the bank too. So let's go ahead and hit those breaks again. If this is your first time here, we do the ad breaks about every hour or so. That way, when people come in, you don't have to worry about those ads randomly popping up and getting in your way during the game. So we do this for you, right? And if you are new here, make sure you follow. We're here every Monday, 4 to 7 Pacific time or whatever you want to call it. It's always a great time. And yeah, we will be right back. All right, y'all.
Here they are.
We are back. We are my roar. I've been working on quitting smoking. I'm like, I've been working on it for like a month now, but I am like literally about a week and a half or so without any smokes. And the worst part about it is when you get to a certain degree, your body's kind of trying to clean itself out. So my throat's like all rough just from that. That's why he's. Jeez. they in there hating on Ragnar.
Why are you hating on
Oh,
Ragnar?
look.
I mean, está warlock, I'm a paladin.
It's all part of
He
the
said he said he's so hot the rain doesn't even get him wet. That's why he stinks.
I chose the hard way,
He can't touch no water. All right. Sorry, I gotta get in my zone for all this, right? We gotta get in the headspace. Gotta. If this is an audition, I'd be warming up right now. All right, so.
Terrified.
Oh, don't be. There's nothing to be afraid of. We're all friends here, guy. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
Please zoom.
I'll stop doing it when it stops making me laugh. Anyways, so.
Oh, it won't stop being funny.
I know it's the best.
So. Let's get this. Ragnar, as you've been sitting here. Just the wrong one. There we go. And sitting there again, you can see everyone's kind of taking their resting spots, and or for the sake of staying in the moment here, if you're doing something else, we'll patch that up in a second. But everyone's kind of, you're off in your own place trying to get down and get into your rest zone and everything like that. When you see that little candle light flicker on off in a clearing some ways off from you, cloaked figure sits there. You can hear this kind of whisper on the wind beckoning you. And what do you do?
Does it? No one else really seems like they've noticed, or they're busy doing the other stuff.
So at one point, if anyone's up and moving and looking around or anything like that, even if you see one glance off in that direction, no one else seems to see or at least acknowledge this strange phantom figure.
I'm gonna walk over to him. Whatever this figure is.
And as you make your way over there, stepping closer, the wet grass kind of squishing underneath your feet here. The rain itself still coming down, but as you get closer, it gets a little bit lighter until it's not stopped, but it's a little more than a light sprinkle that kind of just every so often gathers on the tip of your nose and drips down. Sitting there, fine dressed man, nice tunic, little pale around the face, got the widow's peak hairline, all combed back, and earrings with little sabers that hang off the end of them. His cloak pulled up over his head, and as he pulls it back and looks up at you, there's a little flash in his eyes, and for a moment you can see a flash of that painting, the eyes as they stared off at you. And he turns up his head, a grin that stretches from ear to ear. Well, well, well. I thought that maybe it was time we finally had a little meeting. Come, sit down with me. Let's talk.
Ragnar's gonna just sit down, silently watching intently at every little movement.
Well, hello, Ragnar. I am so pleased to finally meet you. How rude. I am Brisker. And I am, one might say, your savior. But so much more indeed. You see, it was in fact I, not your new little friends who found you. I, who saved you from the very hands of death. I delivered you and put you in the path you now find yourself. Do you not give thanks? No appreciation. I'm very disappointed, and yet I find myself quite proud. You have done well, I can see. I've kept my eye close. Now, as I can see my own power pump through your veins, you've grown stronger. You've done much already. You've shut closed doors on things that are better left in the darkness. And now I feel it is time that we truly discuss terms. For you know not what you have. And you know not what will be asked of you, but that is not the point. The point is, you have accepted, and so it is only fair you know what you have accepted. Don't you think so?
Yeah. What is it that I've accepted? I've had this feeling that this was exactly what was happening.
Yes, well, good intuitions, I would say. Perhaps that's why you are the one who has made it the furthest. And that's why you have gained my favor. Good for you. Know this, there's nothing I ask of you now except go forward. Do your diligence and save the maidens and make your daddy proud. But know this, I plucked you from your certain fate, and I put you on a path. And when the time comes, that path will serve me, and you will do what you must. And fret not, my new friend. And we are friends, aren't we? You, me. Yes.
I suppose so.
Oh, good, good. That's what I like to hear. And friends do things for friends. Now, I have asked nothing of you so far, except to live your life. Be a great adventurer. Call. Heed it. And in exchange, I will make sure you have everything you need. Starting with, and he kind of puts his hands together a little bit there and waves them out. There's a sudden kind of glow around your hilt, around your hip there, where you can see the entire sheath, everything on the blade itself has changed. It's more intricate, looks thicker somehow, yet also feels somewhat lighter. He reaches down at the table there, grabs a chess piece, and moves it. Looks back up. See? Do for me, and I will do for you. Just remember. Don't forget, this is no simple agreement. This is no bargain. We, sir, are in a pact. Do not forget that. Sudden flash in your eyes again, you can see for that brief moment his true face underneath long twisted horns that stretch back and upwards, tall. He leans up over the table, leans towards you, leans right next to your ear. Don't forget. And don't let me think you forget. And then he whispers something into your ear. and then sets down a kind of small scroll on the table there, and then sets down a small, very ornate kind of a dagger there. It's got a little devil at the hilt and serpents that spiral around to the tip. Blade no more than about 3 inches or so. And it sits back down. Now, suppose, since our future meetings might not be so pleasant, now's the time to speak.
Well, Brisker, it is a pleasure to meet you. And I do thank you. Thank you for showing me something new and I don't know, giving me some hope. Might I ask, are my friends allowed to know that you exist?
Those ones? Oh, sure. Tell them. It means nothing to me. All that matters to me is that I will, in the end, get what is owed to me. I have already put in the down payment, as they say. So, tell them what you will. Tell them anything. Would you like to be more formal? Tell them you have met him, the devil, Brisker, the Duke of Maladomini. Oh, yes. I sit below the throne of the slug. And oh, how I cherish his throne. Tell them it means nothing. When the time comes, they might even see me themselves, but for now, it is just me and you. And know this. While your path has its own way to unwind, a way I see step by step where it should lead. And should you make it there, should you serve your final purpose, then rewards there will be for you. But should you misstep, oh, worse, so much worse, should you defy, then, oh, let me tell you, Ragnar, through those days you spent in that desert, I watched, not too close, but from afar, just to see what you would do, to see how you would react to true horrors. Start getting visions, things you had forgotten of crawling through that desert, days in. At this point, you weren't yet crawling, but you were stumbling, the heat beating down on you, your clothes wrapped around your head, doing your best to try to keep you from just burning alive. In moments that you thought were mirages, evil, monstrous things you'd see in your peripherals from time to time, things that taunted you, things that danced about and screamed horribly. You had convinced yourself it was just the exhaustion, just the heat messing with your mind. But now you see it wasn't. It was Brisker. Yes. I have shown you a glimpse into what true horror can be. But should the time come, should you fail me, oh, such splendid things I have in store for you. Honestly, there's some part of me that almost hopes you do fail. Then I'll get to play with you. But one must collect themselves. Yes. And I mean to collect. So, have you anything else to say, Ragnar? You may not see me again for a while unless I should have some use of you. As long as you do what I have asked.
Oh, by the way, did you want me to read the message? No. Or
Yeah, at any
was
point
that,
at any point in time, you can pick up the.
I didn't read it. That's why.
Yeah. So it's over there, open to you. I had sent you, for those who didn't catch that, because I had got the thing all put together for what is in there. I messaged that directly to you, so it is up to you whether or not you want to share that information aloud or what.
Okay.
Also, because of what it entails, just to be clear on one other thing, because of kind of the nature of what it's entailing there, I sent that to you that way to make sure that you're okay with the dynamic on that. And if it bothers you or for your character in any kind of way, then we can rework it. That's why I want to make sure everything's, on the up and up.
Nice. For the first part of it, do I ever gain that back?
If you have to regain it back in one of the natural kind of ways. You don't lose it permanently. It's basically like dealing that to yourself once a week, dealing that to yourself, just kind of a twisted self-sacrifice. It's meant to so that's a kind of up to you. It has the alternative there, but neither of them are necessarily great things. And again, kind of outside the whole meta of the game and everything like that, because I always want to make sure that everybody's cool. So if that is like something that is over a line for you, then let me know and we can adjust it and kind of rework it. But going off of what we had here, that's kind of where I ended up.
Okay, cool. And then, yeah, okay. The things that I'm hunting, that we're hunting, would that be suffice enough?
Not sure you understand the meaning of the word sacrifice. It's very little to ask for, I think. A bit of yourself or a bit of something smaller, not necessarily just... I don't want evil given up for me. That's surprisingly not as fun down here. Just a little bit of something pure.
That could be arranged. And besides, obviously, the powers you've bestowed upon me, what are your goals? In the end, I know you said you're not going to tell me, but...
Oh, here we go with the boring part. Listen here, little one. My goals are exactly that, my goals. It's not for you to know. It's not for you to worry about. It doesn't concern you after all. Didn't I say that part? I'm pretty sure I said that part. Listen, my goals are your goals. And when you achieve my goals, you'll be powerful. So fucking cool. I promise. Okay? Just do it, okay? That's all I'm asking you. You do just what you're doing already. When the time comes, I'll ask for a little itty bitty little bit of a favor. You'll barely notice it. Trust me. Don't I seem trustworthy? But just know this. I'm not here to conquer the world or anything like that. Honestly, it's boring, okay? It's boring. It's not my kind of thing, okay? Mortals, you're fun to poke at, but at the end of the day, I have bigger fish to fry. So, what does it matter to you if I need a little something extra so I can start the ruckus downstairs, if you know what I mean? Just know this. We cool? We cool. We get each other. I can see that, Ragnar. We're gonna be very good friends, I hope. Why, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't really know any of this stuff. But you've been good to me, so.
Yes. I am a bountiful provider. Well, if there's nothing else you'd like to discuss, then I do have other matters to attend to, and this game's gotten a little droll. Kind of glance down, you can see that the chessboard, when you had originally sat down, it was set up brand new, no playing. You had seen him make one move, but over the course of the conversation, it looks as though the chess pieces have been moving around. You were saying something?
One, if I notice that, whose side is winning?
Give me... Ooh. Give me... Are you proficient in Dragon Chess?
I am not. I
You
took
are
playing
not.
cards.
Okay, so give me a straight intelligence check.
Damn it, I should have chose Dragon Chess. That was the other one I was gonna go with too. Okay, so perception, you said?
Yeah. Oh, no. Intelligence, just straight intelligence.
Sorry, straight intelligence. Okay, well, that was T20. It'll be just what's -2? 9.
9.
Yeah.
So
That's 0.
you're not really like a heavy Dragon Chess player. Your father, when you were younger, taught you how to play. It's really just kind of part of being a noble, especially someone who's supposed to be, you know, a fighter and everything like that. So you were taught the game, but never quite mastered it. But looking down at it, you can certainly see more of your pieces sitting on the side of the board there. Things moved around. He's got it in. He's not quite yet in checkmate, but your king sits in check.
Why the Dragon Chess?
I just like playing games, don't you?
Oh yeah, but I've seen my father play it enough to strategize
Yes.
against his enemies. And if we're friends, then why are you against me currently?
I mean, why do friends go and play ball together? Why do friends gamble? Why do friends make bets? Nothing wrong with a little competition, right? Doesn't mean we can't be friends.
Well then, Why don't we play this game? Why don't we play something else?
Oh. I dare say, Ragnar, you're piquing my interest a little bit. Ooh, what did you have in mind? Ooh, fillet the fish.
Pull out. Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna pull out my deck of cards. And I'm going to place some cards down in a basically like poker game. Oh, or I'll shuffle first and have him cut the deck.
All right, so he reaches over, he puts his hand down, taps the top, splits it, cuts it, slides it back over to you.
How about just one hand, yeah? One quick little game.
Now, you know, I dare say, games are always a bit more fun with something on the line, so what might you have to offer there, Ragnar?
Well, I see your agreement. And what if I don't have to do it on my end if I win? But if you win, it needs to be doubled.
Double versus eliminated. Not quite even odds. What say, if I win, it's doubled. If you win, we'll make it once a fortnight. Seems fair, double or nothing, yeah?
I agree.
Good. Deal the cards then. Let's play.
Yeah, and I'm going to deal the cards and in like poker status or whatnot. And I mean, how do you want us to do this?
All right, so
I'm proficient at, so
you deal the cards out. You slide them back and forth here. Let me check something on. Sorry, I love this. Give me a second. All right, so two of you reach down, slide your cards up there, pull them. Go ahead and give me a wisdom check. Add your proficiency since you're a proficient in the cards.
wisdom, but add my
wisdom plus proficiency.
plus proficiency. Got it. And then it'll be +2, so 19.
19. So pull the cards there. Beautiful hand. You're essentially playing a kind of a Texas Hold'em kind of game there. So you look over it. 3 of them, beautiful solid cards. 2 of them you see not quite what you need, so you grab them, toss them back in. He looks over his own hand, gathers over, takes 3, puts them back in.
I also want to, while doing this, subtly, having played poker, Ragnar, subtly give a hint that I'm disappointed in my cards.
Oh, you want to bluff? Give me a deception check.
Yeah.
bluff the devil. Pot of
15.
steel.
15. Go over, you give it that kind of disappointed eyebrow. He looks at you, the smile has barely left his face. Hard to read himself because at this point he's grabbing his cards, his eyes slide down as he looks over them and then slide back up with that big grin just painted on there. Go ahead and roll your next wisdom with proficiency for the next pool here.
15.
15. You reach down, you draw 2 new cards, replace the others. Getting closer, one more that you need. You're going for the full house, you're getting close. Draw 1 card, toss it back. He looks over his hand. The smile kind of fades down a bit. Puts the full hand down. Sets him on the table and draws a whole new hand. Smile pops back up on his face. Go ahead and give me 1 more of the wisdoms with proficiency.
And right before I make this last pull, I will look up to him and, you know, we don't have to play this game. If you're not feeling too comfortable with your odds.
My odds, oh. Are you kidding? I'm feeling great. I mean, after that I'm thinking, hey, have you ever played Russian roulette? Really fun, it's great. I heard about it, some friends of mine played. I don't really talk to them anymore, but you know.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Man, you're rolling so well.
Rolling so well. You pull that last card. It's the one you need there. Full house. Cards reveal. You lay yours out. Beautiful. His smile tilts down as he looks down at his hand and then looks up at you. Oh, Ragnar, you are so impressive. We're gonna have so much fun. Lays his hand out, full flush. Read him and weep, big boy. Well, I'll be looking forward to those reminders. He flips the table over there. It just falls down on the ground laughing there. He is rolling around hysterically. You can actually see, though, his clothes, that fine cloak that he was wearing, the tunic underneath, all of it kind of losing its shape, becoming more leathery, except the back of it, the cloak becoming more bat-like, almost like wings, but halfway through and fades down to a pool of muck that seeps in to the dirt. The laughter still rings out through that little open valley there. You can hear it. The world, as you return back up to the campsite, kind of shifts back into itself as you have that time to kind of process everything that happened there. We had a loss for words. Everybody's
Oh
like,
yeah.
What?
Oh man.
We were making dinner. Do you want some?
Finbar's over there just cooking. Just what's up, man? Hey, I got these
Yeah,
squirrels,
yeah.
man. What's up? You want some squirrel?
We were looking for you. Your portion's getting cold.
I was going to eat it because
No.
I didn't know where you was. But do you want it?
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely need that. Thanks, guys. Sorry.
What happened? You look pallid. I mean, are you okay?
Yeah, just found out where this power comes from. To be clear, wait. So did I beat him, or did he beat me?
No, he beat you. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, he did. Okay, yeah.
yeah, he won.
I figured I needed a nat 20. That's.
The response to Nat 20 would have been for a total of what?
Damn it. I'll relay exactly what happened to the whole group. Everyone's there, right? I would assume.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
not
yeah.
exactly what I need to do for him.
So you
But I would
so
relay.
you are explaining it to the group and everything like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, just leaving out the part of like what I need to do.
Oh, okay. So you're saying you have
Right.
to do something, but not getting specific.
Yeah,
Okay.
not getting specific,
Gotcha.
but describing the fact that I met this devil, who is my patron.
So basically, you are cursed.
Yeah, I guess you guys are right.
No, you.
Me my money back.
And I'll hand
Oh,
over.
hang on, man.
So
Well-
the devil, literally the devil, is giving you the powers.
Yeah, I don't know. He wants me to just keep doing what we're doing, and one day he's gonna call on a favor. Try to put some favor into that favor, but kind of failed.
Are you okay with this?
I'm alive, and so
That's-
far, it's not against anything we're doing. Till that does change, I think I should be fine.
Well, one day it will become what we're doing.
Yeah, I know.
We'll be ready.
So,
All
like,
right.
can he hear you this whole time? Like, are we talking and he can just hear all of it?
He's just eavesdropping in.
I didn't say anything.
And also for the record there, Ragnar, go ahead and add to your inventory. It's
Oh,
Saber of Brisker's Pact. Brisker is Brisgr.
Saber of Brisker's Pact. And then I will get rid of my scimitar, right?
Yeah, it's essentially replacing that.
Yeah. Okay, cool, yeah.
Don't throw it. Give it.
Don't throw it.
Who needs it?
oh man.
But did the weapon change? Like, it's not. Like
I
visually
will-
to us.
Yeah. You said it's what, bigger? And like it's
It's
It's like
thicker.
grown a little bit.
It looks more sturdy. Like it looked nice before, right? But it kind of, had some of those, like the engravings now look, even like deeper and smoother and everything like that. It just looks more sturdy.
I'll pull it out, and as it unsheathes, the green flames come in, but it illuminates the light in a 15-foot radius, or 30-foot radius, but it's like dim for the other 15. And
So
now,
I can
like,
see now.
That's
touch it.
Ugh.
Actually, really cold.
Cold?
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
got
you
some other
must be
cool
sick.
stuff, but I'll use it later.
Oh my.
Ooh, what's this?
Do you want to?
Caleb, you want to play a card game?
No.
Do you want to?
I don't think you want to do that. I failed up.
Oh man.
And you had inspiration too.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, oh,
Oh no.
oh, man.
Damn.
All right. Well, I think that's as good a place as any to stop for the evening, y'all. Lots going down. What's that?
We have to spar with your new weapon to see
Oh,
if
Lord.
it really gives you powers or not.
You want to go out here? Yeah. Then when one person breaks the other one's weapon, then someone's upset. Someone wants to go tell mom, and then it's just all kinds of unnecessary drama. It gets wild. All right. Oh, and for the evening's events, because again, here's my tip out there for everybody: you want your players to role play. Reward role playing, so you get experience for your guys' role play as well, as you well know. So for tonight, I'm gonna make it easy on myself, and I'm gonna give everybody 500 experience. Wow! I need to put that soundbite in there.
Yay.
Wow!
Let's go.
Yes.
That's
Think some
That's a
folks are
level up.
leveling up, some folks are close. So
We level up?
some of y'all probably did. I think I don't know how close you were.
we were 375 away.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I just throw out numbers, y'all.
Okay.
I
Oh
think
man.
3 of us should have leveled up, and then you guys should be like right behind, right?
I'm sitting right at just on the cusp of level 4.
That's right.
625 away.
That was a good
Great
one, y'all.
session.
Whew. Lot going on. A lot going on. We gotta figure out what the hell is going on out here. This world is crazy, y'all. What is happening? You guys are just
Very
messing with
crazy.
forces well beyond your comprehension. What's y'all's problem? I don't get it. Devils,
Right.
weird
We are in
spirits,
over our heads.
in over your heads. Man, I don't know. I'm rooting for you though. I'm pretty sure it's all going to work out. And if not, I mean, it's when you make new characters.
So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
man.
so we're going to get together the raid here, everybody. Thank y'all so much for coming through. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, follow us. And again, if you get the live notification there, I promised you an unhinged performance tonight. So I hope that you guys got that. I hope that you all felt that, because that right there, that was me losing my mind for a moment. That was, anyways. But yeah, so we're gonna get a raid going over here for somebody. Let's show some love. If I can ever remember what the raid button is. Dun, dun, dun. All right, we're gonna show some love over. I think we did these ones last week here. Why don't we switch it up? Dicey decisions. That always sounds like fun. I'm a big fan of dicey decisions here. So everybody gather up. Go over there, show some love. You never watch a D&D stream. Well, Rage will come through and watches it. You liked it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We have a lot of fun. I love D&D. It's one of my obsessions. I think it's just a lot of fun, and to see how weird everyone can be. And so far, I still think I climbed that weird peak. But I can see them behind me, y'all, and they're trying to catch up. They're messing with things that just probably shouldn't be messed with, but that's what groups do. Sorry, messed up your weather. You didn't mess up their weather. That's all right.
Oh, perfect.
All good.
They have not bathed in weeks, y'all. Like aside from Jasper cleaning himself up with a little prestidigitation, the rest of them just
What do you
walking around
mean?
here funky. They needed it. All right, so
We're in the middle of that lake.
I'm
All
so
right,
used to
y'all.
that desert. What are you talking about?
Right. All right, so we are gonna kick it off over to this other group here. Show some love, say what's up. Thank everybody for coming through. You guys are awesome. Have a good night. Peace.
Woohoo.